we have a Supreme Court opinion in the TikTok case. The Supreme Court affirmed the decision of the lower court, finding that the TikTok ban does not violate the First Amendment. This was a per curiam opinion, which means that it is unsigned. Justices Sotomayor and Gorsuch wrote separately, but they both concurred, they both agreed with the result. The court found that the TikTok ban does not regulate expressive activity. It would have to regulate expressive activity for the court to find that it violates the First Amendment. The court found that the TikTok ban only regulates corporate control, not expressive activity. The court found that the TikTok ban is a content-neutral regulation. Therefore, it is subject to intermediate scrutiny, not strict scrutiny. The court found that the part of the act that does allow for Chinese-controlled apps only allow user-generated content for business, travel, or product reviews doesn't apply to the petitioners, the actual people who sued in this case, so they declined to even decide whether that's a content-based regulation. The court found that the data collection rationale is what gave rise to the intermediate scrutiny. The court found the data collection issue to be content agnostic. That's the word that they used. As to TikTok specifically, the court found that divestiture is not a content regulation. The court does emphasize that this is a narrow holding. The court finds that if there's another law that targets another specific speaker, there will need to be a specific inquiry as to whether or not that law and that speaker violates the First Amendment. Ultimately, the court finds that this does satisfy intermediate scrutiny. Number one, because it's designed to prevent data collection by a foreign adversary. And number two, they just defer to the findings of Congress that this was the best way to go about it. The fact that there were least restrictive alternatives do not alter their opinion at all, and they talk about that specifically. They say to focus on the alternatives ignores the latitude that they have to give Congress under the Constitution. They find that Congress probably would have passed this law on the data collection alone. What does this mean for TikTok? It means we're relying on the presidents. The president as of today and the president as of Monday to do something to keep this app around. President Biden has indicated he will not enforce this law for the next few days, and President Trump has indicated that he's going to sign an executive order. We don't know exactly what that executive order is going to do. We don't know if it's just going to give us more time or if he's also just going to choose to not enforce it. But at least for now, it appears that the presidents, both of them, are going to keep TikTok available to us at least for some time.